It was Ramadan of the year 2017, when the people of Qatar woke up to news of 4 neighboring countries imposing a land, air, and sea blockade. As shockwaves first traveled through the sovereign state, it left families torn apart, a food shortage panic, and an uncertain future for many in its path. Even the camels weren't spared. With its only land border shut down, the peninsula effectively turned into an island, and Qatar's future seemed bleak. The demand of the blockading countries, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, and Egypt, was to stop Qatar's progress in its tracks. But little did they know, it simply lit a fire in the peninsula's growth. This June marks the 1-year anniversary of the blockade, where Qatar is now thriving despite all the odds. Here's how. Economically, the crisis was handled in a swift manner by the government of Qatar. While the prices of goods did go up initially, Qatar was quick to establish new trade routes to overcome the situation and work towards becoming a self-sufficient state. The blockade has also triggered and diversified a series of new trade relations that help bolster the country's economy. In fact, a recent report by the International Monetary Fund says that Qatar's economy is projected to grow close to 3% in 2018. Politically, there was a fierce propaganda campaign by the blockading countries to destabilize and shift public opinion against Qatar. But the people of Qatar sent a powerful message and made clear of their relentless allegiance behind the emir.
It's different. We are stronger.
Have they underestimated you?
I think they underestimated the Qatari people. I'm so proud of the people.
Now, despite setting out to bring Qatar's image down, the blockade inadvertently boosted Qatar's worldwide image, because Qatar introduced an expedited string of crucial reforms. Things like improving workers' rights, reinforcing the country's commitment to fighting terrorism, granting visa-free entry for 80 nationalities, and the possibility of permanent residency for expats. As the chief executive of Qatar's financial center, Yusuf Mohammed Al-Jada, puts it, all of these reforms would have taken a lot longer if it were not for the blockade. All in all, the blockade is arguably a blessing in disguise. Despite some of the blockading countries' intentions coming to light on Twitter, the road to the 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar remains unchanged. And with the inauguration of Hamad Port, all of Qatar's mega projects are in full steam. Yet with all this progress, the blockade is still an unjust fate dealt to Qatar. Families are still undeservedly separated. The air, land, and sea blockade has disrupted livelihood and businesses. It has been a rough year, but Qatar has shown that the pine stays green in winter. What this past year has proven is that no matter what the future holds, Qatar and its people will only emerge stronger.